y'all. Shardvixen here. Oh my god, I'm having so much trouble with my tablet. My tablet is what I film my vlog from. I'm hoping to do it with the Canon that I bought, but I haven't quite gotten there yet. Anyway, today is Rambling 101, which I just talk. That's all I do. Um, I am kind of dingled today. I don't know why. Some days are like that. Some days you're just, your brain just has so many problems. My doctor is always telling me, it's your age. I'm like, it's not my age. My brain has always had issues. Um, when I was when I was younger, it was my brother who had issues. So I learned very quickly in life the best way to get um, to make life easy for me was just do what everybody wanted me to do. So what that is what happens is you become kind of like a chameleon. You you have a base, I have a core personality, and I have things I like for myself, but I have this overlaying mask that's a chameleon, and when I'm around people, I do what they do. I try to I get involved in the things they like. I be very interested in the things they're doing. Now, it's not that I don't like those things. I do. I do like those things, and they add into me the things, more things I like, things that I'll try. So an example is that I dated this guy right out of high school. I dated a lot of guys, but I dated this guy out of high school who I liked. He was a nice guy. He was okay looking. Um, I mean, it wasn't like Jason Momoa style, and he wasn't like, I like Quasimodo, so I won't use him as an example. He wasn't like, I don't know, Frankenstein style, I guess. He but his family was very big into racing. Not something I was interested in. I mean, I knew people that raced before that. I've been in race cars. I've been in demolition cars. I've been in cars that were built for street racing. Um, Lots of stuff like that, but not really into the racing part of it. I get it. It's not that I don't understand the racing. It's just not my thing. My mom was always into it. My dad was always into it. My stepdad was really into it. Um, but not me. It wasn't, it's like rodeo, not my thing. Anyway, so that's, his family did both racing and rodeo. Those were their two things, which kind of makes sense because they kind of wrap around the year really well. Um, but so I went to the races with him. I went to the rodeo with him. We did a lot of off road stuff. We got stuck in the mud lots of times. Um, I went camping with him. I did all kinds of stuff. Not really my thing, but not so that I didn't like it. I mean, it wasn't something I went back to after it was done, but I could go to the races with somebody else if that was their thing. Um, but they could talk to me, explain things. His whole family was very into that. They did lots of explaining and chatting and stuff like that. I can't remember why we broke up though. I just know that one day he didn't call. That was the end of that. I mean, that happens a lot with me, so I don't know. That being said, too, is that I have because of that, because I am a chameleon around, especially around people I don't know, or people who impress me. Like, I really want to get to know that person, and I find the easiest way to get to know people is to be interested in the things that they like. Um, there's some things I'm not interested in. So if I was interested in a person and then they were like telling me about soap operas, I'm not really into soap operas. I like drama and TV drama and stuff like that. I can get into that. I can get behind that. But I'm not really into the basic soap operas. Though some of them can get a little odd. But that's just an example. So, another example of something I'm not really interested in is boat drag racing. Went to the boat drag racing with a guy I was hanging out with. It was interesting. It was fun, but not something I would want to invest my money in to do again. Uh, if somebody I knew wanted to say, hey, let's go see the boat races, I'd be like, sure, if you're paying, but not my thing. Um, so what's another example of that? Not a lot of things I'm not interested in. There's just a lot of things I don't do, money wise, or because I just don't know anybody to go with, or because it's hard for me to go places by myself these days. Um, I'm not as spry as I used to be. I couldn't defend off somebody trying to hurt me. I mean, I could hurt them back, but I wouldn't be able to keep them from hurting me. So I don't really like to go places where that could be an issue. Um, but I'm trying to think of something else. Golf. I'm not really into golf. I have gone golfing with people. Again, people saying, hey, want to go golfing? You want to go? I said, sure. Bowling. Bowling's another one. I can bowl. Um, we probably visit a bowling alley every twice a year, maybe. It'd be if somebody else wanted to. Pool. Pool's another one. Not really my thing, but I know how to play pool. I know how to play billiards. Um, I understand the concept. If we go to a bar and somebody says, hey, let's play some darts, let's play some pool, I can do it. Uh, they're going to win, but I can do it. If somebody wants to have a conversation to me about pool, I can have a conversation with them. Poker. Don't play poker. Not really good at it. I know how to play it. Again, I went with a guy once out to casinos. They were having a poker championship, and he was trying to get into it. So him and me played a lot of poker. He won all the time anyway, but then he won because I don't understand the concept of the game. I mean, you're not supposed to let people know if you're winning or losing. I get that. You're supposed to bluff. You're supposed to, but I don't understand the whole money thing. You know how to do that. That's a little problematic for me. Let's see what else. Hunting. I'm not a hunter. I don't I know the thing for hunting. I hung out with a guy that hunted. I used to go hunting with him. I just didn't hunt. Um, Another guy I knew was a bow hunter. I had to think of the word. Archery was in my head, but that's not the word. When we'd go out, I'd follow him around. I dated a guy that was a photographer. I like photography. I'm not as intense in it as my daughter is. I like it enough that I'll go out. I used to go with a guy and we go do nature shots, and I was his model. So it's a weird day. I'm having a weird day. I want it to stop. I hate weird days because I have a hard time being balanced. Anyway, so the being a chameleon. We were talking about the hunting. Being a chameleon isn't a bad thing, though people view it as a bad thing. The problem it becomes is if the other person wants to get to know you and you don't want to share. So if I don't know you well enough and we're not close and I can't trust you because maybe you're not sharing with me, or I just get the sense that you want to know more about me than you want to give up, which makes you more like me, I don't want to share anything that's not publicly known. So I'm not going to share any deeper parts of me than what I've already shared on my vlogs. I know that's weird, but that's how I am. And then the other thing is that I have disassociative moments. So my brain doesn't always consciously record everything that's going on around me. Unconsciously, our brains record everything. But consciously, my brain isn't always in the here and now. It's in its own little thing. And so I will miss, there's pieces of my life that are missing that other people have their viewpoint of, but I have no viewpoint of. So I either have to go by what they say, which means I have to trust them an awful lot, or I have to not, and then that's an issue too. son coming down the stairs. Everybody's looking for my son earlier. That's why my phone rang. I'm in the house and people are looking for me and him. But and so when you're calm and the world around you is safe, at least for me, I don't have as many dissociative things, but I do still have memory problems. I still have periods of time when my daughter will say to me, or my son will say to me, da 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 da, this happened, and I don't have memory of it, so I either have to search and see if I have some type of memory. Usually, I do what's called a timestamp memory, so I will go back to the last thing I remember of that time period and walk myself through the day to see if I have a conscious memory of the conversation or the event or whatever was going on. Um, the brain will do that at times for a couple of reasons. For me, in the past, it was a protective thing. Things that were too hard for me to handle would be hidden from myself, so I didn't have to deal with it. But also, if you have a brain that's going all the time, you just miss things because they're not important. Unless I tell myself it's important, I'm probably not going to remember it. But I had a manic phase, so that changes the way my brain does things. I haven't had a manic phase for a long time. I've been, and a lot of that's because of the fibromyalgia. I'd been sick more often than not. I'm having that problem now. I'm back on a weird routine. Excuse me. I'm back on a weird routine where it's every week I'm having a fibro attack. The things are, they're not as intense. I'm not in bed for 4 or 5 days trying to work my way back to a semblance of a day. Because it used to be, for those of you who might remember, I would message people and say, I'm not going to be around on the internet. I'm not going to be streaming. I'm not going to do anything. Because I would be literally in bed for 2 to 3 days. And then I would work my way out of that. And then I'd have a good day, 2 or 3 good days. And then I'd be moving back towards not having a very good day. The exercising is probably an issue. I'm changing my diet. I'm sure that's an issue. The manic phase was probably an issue. The going places and doing things was probably an issue. The need to get out of the place we're at to get into another place is an issue. I am struggling with my self-confidence about my image, which is a very old thing I've struggled with. Because I want to meet some companions to hang out with that I have similar, same likes. Like we can go out and have tea together, coffee. I don't really drink maybe. I don't know. Sorry, my neck hurts. Things like that. And I want to maybe have sex with them. And so that brings on a whole nother stuff that's going on. Because I have problems with people, which I've said in the past, and then I have problems getting people to be attracted to me. What I found for me is that it works 2 ways. There are people who are attracted to me because they want to download all this shit on me. Because I'm so kicked back, I'll just, yeah, sure, tell me about it. Yeah, sure, yeah. Oh, we'll do what you want to do because that's how I am. We'll do it on and on and on till they think that's how it is all the time. But really what's happening is I'm testing them, and then they fail. And then I'm like, yeah, you're not really friend material. Just can't trust you. Trust is a big thing for me. More so than the attachment, though I have the attachment disorder as well. But trust is the biggest thing because I was raised in a household where I couldn't trust my parents. Couldn't trust my brother, couldn't trust my relatives, couldn't trust my peers, couldn't trust teachers. I couldn't trust anybody. The only person I could trust is myself, and I really couldn't even trust myself sometimes because I do stupid shit. When I'm feeling bad, like feeling disconnected from the world, want to do not nice things to myself. I was just telling my daughter that that song by Nine Inch Nails, um, Hurt, Johnny Cash does a version of it that I like. And it says, I hurt myself today to see if I could still feel. I know that he's using, the song is talking about him and the needle, but you can hurt yourself in other ways. And sometimes I will set myself up to get hurt so that I can see if I still feel something. But the problem is that when you do bad, destructive behaviors to yourself, then things, of course, in the end tumble out to be a whole much more horrific things that you have to deal with. And I know people say, well, why would people do stuff like that to themselves? So what you have to remember, if this is not, you don't have that type of behavior, you don't do destructive things to yourself. And destructive things can be anything. It can be food, it can be alcohol, it could be cigarettes, it could be joyriding, it could spontaneously buy the guy down the street, 7 nights in a hotel and drain your bank account. It could be buying fast cars, fast women, over and over, and thinking you're going to have a different result, but still having the same result. It could be hooking up with people that want to hurt you. And I'm not talking about fetishes here. I'm talking about people that are nasty and bad, but yet you keep going back to them because it's familiar and you understand it, and it feeds into that destructive behavior part of you. I remember somebody saying to me the only time they felt alive was when they were doing the destructive behaviors. Because there's a certain amount of adrenaline and anticipation and excitement and that need for, like, to wake up. It's why some people skydive, or some people get into bar fights, or some people, it's that thing that you do that brings so much excitement into your life. For me, the concept of falling in love, like, because you have to trust a person to feel the same way. There's this huge, this huge up and down emotional roller coaster ride that's just like, when you're here, man, it's the greatest thing in the world. And when you're down here, of course, there's songs and movies out there that will just feel the same way you do. You can roll in it. You can, what was it? French kids get all prickly. I want to soak it up till I get all prickly. You're squishy in your skin. Some child's yelling someplace. I've got the door open so that we can get better light in the garage, and I'm hearing a child yelling, which isn't odd, but Oregon is not like California, where kids were always out playing and hanging around. Everybody stays in their house a lot or goes someplace else, like go to the coast. It's so nice, everybody's out at the coast this weekend, or at the lake, or at the river. Or we were out and about today, and it seemed like everybody was shopping. I get it, because you can get out and go. So hearing a kid yell right now, there's only a few places where there's children that I know of around, that I've met. Kids that pop up. I mean, even when the school bus was going out, I want that many kids getting on the school bus. Anyway, so those are the things that I'm working on. I'm working on what do I want to do? Because I want to live to be 100. I know everybody's like, oh, I don't want to be a little 100. I want to be a wrinkly old raisin woman. I'm sure I'm going to shrink. I want I would turn 56 this year, so 56 to 100 or 101 or whatever. I want to do some things that I haven't done in my life. That doesn't mean I want to go bungee jumping, because I don't. That would just give me a heart attack. I'm sorry. I might like to do some downhill skiing. I have never downhill skied. I've been on a sled or a snowboard, though I don't do good on a skateboard. I want to get back into rollerblading, maybe. My balance is still a real freaking issue, though. I've been dancing, and I'm still having problems with that whole getting further off the ground than like that and balancing yourself like this. I'm still having issues with that. I can dance for 30 minutes though now. I'm gonna try to get into wearing different clothes, but I wanna spend the next set of years, no matter how long they are, trying to do newer things and trying to do positive, good things for myself. Not just for other people, because I do it for other people, but I want a sense of I did this not to hurt myself, but I did this because I'm a nice person and I deserve to have nice things and I deserve to feel good about myself. I have a hard time, and I've talked about this before in other of my vlogs, with finding companions. But it doesn't matter what sex they are, doesn't matter what gender they are. I have a hard time because something about me turns other people off or stimulates them to either one, take care of me, which is not always fun, or two, hurt me. And so it gets to be really problematic, and I just want to stay in my house and not leave it. But yet, on the same token, I crave meeting people to spend time with people. So I'm going to have to work on that. That's what I'm working on. And then all the other things I'm working on, making paper and doing more art stuff and channel stuff. Got my face bothering me. And things like that. So that's it. The next vlog, if I can stay on time. Saturdays are when I'm supposed to do a vlog. I didn't get it done yesterday because I had other things get backed up on me. So I'm hoping that next weekend I will get the vlog done a little earlier and get it posted a little earlier. And if I remember right, it's a topic one. Not what does Vixen say, but the one about, where I go through songs and movies and all the pop culture stuff, the things, how they affect me in my life. I couldn't tell you which one though. And then I'm going to be switching out that historical one that I was doing because I'm going to finish that. I like to finish things. And I'm going to also be flipping it back and forth to doing the reading of the comic book one because I like that. And I'm working towards the 200th vlog will be a dance vlog. And so what you're supposed to do is on my Twitter, and possibly, I don't think I'll do it on my Discord, just on my Twitter, you can go and suggest a song, and if I get, I'll go, what I'm going to do is, if enough people do it, I'll put it in a bowl, and we'll mix it up, and I'll have my son or my daughter pull it out, and that'll be the song that I do my not hearing before not seeing, like blind dance to. And then I'm going to do a choreographed dance to a song. If somebody gets it to me in time, there's a different second song that people want to do, then I can do that. But I've picked out the last song, which is an Under Oath song, and I'm going to do an ASL art dance, which means I'm going to sign to you parts of the song. I can't remember the music. Anyway, I'm gonna sign parts of the song, so it won't be the whole. I'm not doing a sign exact English one, which would be every word in the song would be there. I'm gonna do bits and pieces of it. A lot of people, when they do songs, they do all the words. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do bits of the words and do more hand movement and stuff in it. So it'll be. We'll see how it turns out. It'll be interesting. I have my outfit pretty much set. I got to work on my shirt and my ears. I was going to put little ears in. I have to make a new mask. So we'll see how this all works out, if it does. Anyway, that background noise sound you hear, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it's the shower. So someone in my house is taking a shower and didn't tell me because they know I come out here to stream. The bathroom is right above me. Anyway, I will catch you all on the flip side. I'm out of here.